Hey, how's it going, you guys? Today I've been taking care of a lot of these fight analysis videos, so I'm just gonna keep going with all the fights that I know of so far. So, I was looking at the card for UFC 228, and it has some good fights. I'm gonna start with the one that's probably gonna be in the middle of the card, or maybe they're gonna start off with it. I have no idea how they're gonna start off the pay-per-view, but um, yeah, one of the main fights is gonna be Zabit versus Yair, and man, there's already been a lot of drama going on with this fight. Yair was about to get kicked out of the UFC for not wanting to take it because the UFC was trying to, like, kind of force him to take this fight, and I feel that they're forcing him. I feel that they kind of they just don't see as much stock in him anymore. He's not as valuable as he once was when he was undefeated. They could make a really good case for him being a contender now that he has lost to Frankie Edgar and he hasn't competed in a while. It just he doesn't have as much power as he once did, and I think he thought he had that leverage, and he soon found out that he didn't. The UFC and Dana White make it very vocal and clear that when they want a certain fighter to fight another one, then if they want that, then that's what's gonna happen. You gotta remember these fighters are contracted employees under a business, and the UFC is a business, and that's what a lot of people don't understand sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's just like, come on, like you gotta remember what you signed up for. But yeah, the fight looks good on paper, but for Yair, it's not a good matchup, and I'll tell you why. Zabit is on fire. Zabit has just been destroying everybody, and he has great stand up. He has great submission, great wrestling, and Yair's just, for the most part, he's a good stand up striker. Well rounded stand up striker. He's one of the best in that division, but at the same time, I just think Zimbeat is probably just as good, if not even better, at stand up. So, what are you gonna do with that? Like, you're gonna pray and hope for a hail mary, pray for that knockout punch, that knockout kick. I don't think it's gonna come against the beat, and I think Yates Camp knows that. You know what I mean? He's coming off of big loss, and why would you want to go up against a guy who doesn't even he's not even in the top 10? I feel like they're using it in reverse. I feel like they're trying to get Zabit to pull one over on Yair, and they're using Yair's name as a stepping stone. So I feel like Yair got the short end of the stick on this one. They forced him into the fight, and now he has to win. He has to come out on top, because if he takes another L, that's a wrap, boy. That's a wrap for your career. Can't Man, nice to like Yair too. When he barely had destroyed BJ Penn, I thought really highly of him, and it's just a bad matchup against Frankie. He got TKO'd on the floor. He got owned. He got destroyed. That shit was just demoralizing for him. So, who knows? Let's see how he comes back. And the co-main event is going to be Jessica Andrade versus Carolina. I'm not even going to try to say her last name because that shit is mad hard. But I doubted Carolina in the last fight. I put money on Felice, and Carolina came up, lost on that one. Not gonna do it again. But, but Jessica's been looking good. Jessica Andrade has been looking really dominant, really good. Her wrestling has been damn on point. But one thing, Carolina did have good takedown defense against Felice, and she was able to do a bunch of good reversals and transitions mid-air that made her wind up on top. So when it comes to the coming event, initial thoughts, Jessica, but you know, Carolina's a beast. Shout out to the little winky wink. Wow, that was horrible. What the hell was that? Yeah, she has way better wings. Let's do a little one. Little. um, what was I gonna say? Oh, let's just move on to the main event. Now, the main event is gonna be um, Montano, Nicco Montano versus Valentina Schevchenko. Um, Not looking good for Nicco Montano. She is a beast. She won the belt, rightly so. I saw her performances, and yeah, she's a grinder. She's a beast, and I just feel like Valentina coming down from the division up above. I just feel she's so big. She's so dominant. She showed her what she's capable of in that division in her last performance. So based off of that, you got to go with Valentina because she's looking a little bit stronger. She's gonna have to pretty much dominate most of the rounds in order to get that belt. So let's see. I just met Valentina at UFC International Fight Week, and she was super cool. She was super nice, you know. So I always wish the best for everybody that's a good person. So may the best fighter win. All right, guys, enjoy the fights. Peace out.